I just simplified it all the way down. I was like, I'm going to get up early. And I've managed to be able to get up at before 6. And I did that every day last week. And I'm only in my second week of it or whatever, but I'm feeling really good. And I got to thinking, like, I'm meeting this goal now, and that's so exciting. And I'm not going to overwhelm myself with, now what do I do with it? Because I'm not there yet. I haven't reached 21 days. I haven't reached 90. And it's not just a goal. 2190 isn't just a goal. It's literally what your body, what your brain gets used to doing, teaching it to do secondhand, training it the way that you train it to operate. The changing your mindset on something is incredibly difficult to do. And you can do it once, you can like complete a goal once or twice and feel great about it, but if you don't do it consistently enough for a long enough time, it's going to fade away. So I'm super glad that this is the second week that I'm getting up before 6 a.m. But I'm not going to pat myself on the shoulder yet. I'm just going to be happy with my progress and continue to consider it progress until the end of that 90 days. When hopefully at that point, this is going to be so second nature to me, I'm not even going to have to think about it. I'm just going to be getting up by 6. And that's incredibly exciting to me because I have thought a little bit about all the things that I can start to do and accomplish if this becomes something that becomes a lifestyle for me. And that's great, but I'm not pushing myself. And people ask, like, oh, you're getting up earlier in the morning, so what are you actually, what are you actually getting done? How is that working out for you? And I'm like, those are the types of questions I feel like people instinctively ask without really thinking about how they're coming off. Because I don't have an answer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting up by 6 a.m., but even if I get nothing done, the getting up by 6 a.m. consistently part, that's me completing a goal. That's the purpose. That's the lifestyle change that I'm working on. So I am not failing if I get up before 6 a.m. and do nothing extra. I mean, I have been doing extra things. I have been able to naturally start accomplishing things, but I'm not overwhelming my goal with that. My goal is to consistently wake up at 6 a.m. And that is the only thing that I focus on. I focus on being awake by 6. That's it. Sometimes I do absolutely nothing. Sometimes I doodle around. Sometimes I get knee deep into progress on a project. Sometimes I do the dishes. Sometimes I flip the laundry. Sometimes I do get things done. Today I got a shit ton of stuff done. But my goal is getting up by 6. All of the other stuff is extra right now. And all of the other stuff is going to continue to be extra, and it is not going to be a determining factor of me getting up by 6 in this 90-day period. In my 2190 challenge to myself, getting up by 6 a.m. is the only goal. Because if you think about it, if it takes 21 days to create a habit and 90 days to create a lifestyle, and I'm able to habitually wake up by 6 a.m., and waking up by 6 a.m. just becomes my lifestyle before 2020, I'm going to be able to set goals that do fill that time in. And I'm going to be able to do it one at a time. But in the past, what my problem has been is that I have put a lot of pressure on myself to get something specific done, as though that was the catalyst to me getting my ass out of bed by 6. And it was failing every time I did it. So my 2190 goal is to be up by 6 a.m., period. And I'm not going to add pressure to myself. I'm not going to feel like a failure if I get up at 6 a.m. and do absolutely nothing for the whole 90 days, because the getting up at 6 a.m. part is not easy. It is not something I'm naturally programmed for, and that's why it's something that it's a lifestyle change I'm trying to make a priority. The lifestyle change is getting up by 6. It's not necessarily working out. It's not doing this, it's not doing that. It is getting up by 6. And that way at the end of the 90 days, if I'm able to complete it and it becomes my lifestyle, if it becomes second nature, the window of opportunity of other goals just opens wide up. And I feel like the best way for me to make use of completing one more goal, one more lifestyle goal before the new year is adding an extra hour and a half, 2 hours to my day. I think that means going into 2020 and setting other goals for myself is going to be that much easier. I'm going to have an extra 1.5 to 2.5 hours every day to add other challenges, to do other things in the new year. So this is kind of more of a ramble. I don't know if it helps you at all. All I know is that it has been amazing for me to complete the goal of consistently being up by 6 a.m. I'm excited about it. Like I said, it's only been a week and 1 day, but I don't think I've even completed an entire week of waking up early before. So I've already done better by simplifying my goal to being up by 6 than I ever have in the past trying to get myself up and active earlier in the morning. So I kind of feel like I'm succeeding. I feel like I'm already being badass. Like I'm setting myself up for success. And if it takes 90 days to set myself up for that success, then I'm going to put in the work for 90 days to make this a lifestyle. So technically, if you started a 2190 goal by October 2nd, then you would complete 90 days by the day before New Year's. So do that for yourself. Set a goal for yourself. Set it simple. Change one small thing about your routine and don't put pressure on it. Just don't think about a habit that you want to change. Think about a lifestyle that you want to create for yourself. And pick a simple step in the process of making your lifestyle more available for yourself. And get that in before 2020 so that when 2020 comes, you have already set yourself up to be successful for whatever your heart desires then. I'm pretty psyched about it. I'm going to continue to vlog about it so you'll continue to see it. And yeah, I hope that this inspires somebody to do something similar. Set a simple goal for yourself in a way that will change your lifestyle to open yourself up for more opportunities going into 2020. I don't know how else to say it. It feels amazing. It feels amazing. And I'm not doubting myself or setting myself up for failure in it. It's just really good, and I'm letting the rest of my life flow around it, and it's the most successful I've ever been with setting this goal. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Happy Monday.